Peace. What's good? What's good? What's good? I just want everybody to know I'm using a new microphone system right now, so I want everybody to let me know what's going on with the microphone. If it sounds good, if you can hear me, if you can hear me clear, let me know if you can hear me clear. Please, please let me know if you can hear me clear. Put it in the comments. If you can hear me clear, let me know. Peace, China Black. Peace, peace, peace. Riri, where you at? Let me know if it sounds good. Peace, Princess. Loud and clear. Good, Gary. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we got somewhat of a doozy, I'ma say, today. You know, I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to acknowledge or say anything because it seemed like everybody's just jumping on to say something, you know, about Bambaataa during his passing. And I just wanted, you know, to be clear with everybody that I just want to straighten out a couple of things. I just want to just get a couple of things out off my chest and let it be known. You know, because there's a lot of misconceptions, I guess you want to call it, about what's really going on, and there's a lot of things that keep on being said that is really kind of, I guess, contradicting, and it's a lot of things that are just not right that was said, and that I just want to straighten it out. I want to straighten it out. I'm just going to go straight in and straighten it out. I don't want these things said on and on and on, just like and I'll just call it a lie about the founders of hip hop. You know, so I just want to straighten out a couple of things. And I'm not riding on this whole Afrika Bambaataa to get likes and put it in the title to get I'm not doing none of that. None of that. You know, and my main goal for what I'm doing this for is the aftermath. Okay, so a lot of us already talking about what happened before, what happened. That man is gone. He can't change anything. He can't do anything to change what he did or didn't do. He can't do that. So what's going to be the aftermath? What's going to happen now? What's going to happen to those that it was affected by just his allegations? That's number one. What's going to happen to the people that sat by, knew things were happening, and didn't say nothing? What about those people? You know, and I watched Hassan Campbell's video. I must say that I did watch it. And I just do not think, and this is just me, 100% me. This is my opinion. So everybody could run off and go say whatever they want to say, but this is my opinion. Why would this man have to lie about something like what he's saying? Like, why would he have to lie about that? You know, that there's other ways to getting back at people. There's other ways of ruining people. There's other ways of doing it. But the things that he said about himself that was done to him, that's hard to disbelieve. That's just hard to disbelieve. And that's my opinion. If someone tells me something about what happened to them, nobody is able to say that he's a liar. Nobody can say that because it was only the two people that were there at the time of whatever this situation happened. Now, I'm not talking about people being in the next room or any, I'm not talking about none of that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the actual act in which it happened. So why would this man do that? So that's just my opinion. And so watching his video and listening to his story just made me like, wow, like that's something terrible. Like that's just terrible. And I was on Lord Jamar's show, and the question came up, what if that was my son? So I want that to go to each and every person that said that it could have been a lie or whatever. What if it was your son that these alleged things happened to? How would you handle it? How would you handle it? I really would not ever say what I would do, especially to the public. I'm not that stupid to say, you know, that's just stupid. That's stupid. And real gangsters do real things. That's real. So my thing is this. What are we going to do now? What are we going to do now that we know that there are things like this that's happening in the industry? And for me, I feel even, you know, I guess maybe worse than a lot of you guys, because I feel responsible feel somewhat responsible for this whole thing called hip hop. If I'm going to take responsibility, you know, I'm going to take responsibility for my part in the creation of hip hop. And that's just 100% real. Like, you know, people can say all the stuff that they say. I don't care about that. I know what I did. I know where I was at. I know what happened in 1970 and 1971. I know what was going on. I was there. I saw my own eyes. So I can't say that I'm not a part of the creation of hip hop. Now, people are getting it so twisted when they say that the Zulu Nation came out of the black spades. Let's get that straight right now. No, that's not what happened. I'm telling you, no, that is not what happened. I just got off of the phone with one of my elders, and we had to really correct it. And the correction is this: the black spades were first. That's number one. When the Zulu Nation came about, later on, some of the spades became Zulu. That's it. It wasn't that the black spades turned into Zulu Nation. That wasn't it. And I'm going to rep the black spades, and I'm going to tell you what I saw. What I saw in the black spades was that everybody couldn't join. That's one thing that I'm right and exact. There's nobody could tell me different. Everybody just could not join early black spades. You had to be chosen. So that's number one. Number two thing is this: that in the creation of the black spades, there wasn't no jumping. There wasn't no 10, 15 people jump somebody. That was not happening. Okay, that was not happening. How would you look if you go to fight somebody and you fighting and other people have to jump in to fight what you fighting, fight your battle? That's how we called it. That's what I call it. Somebody fighting your battle. When that jumping stuff came in, that just messed up the whole game. Where's your toughness? If you got to have other people jumping, where's your toughness? Where's your fighting skills? Where's your manning up? If you got other people jumping, 20 people against one, where's your, you can live with that? Nah, that's why in the black spades, we went 1-on-1. And after that fight, the winner is the winner. And the loser is the loser. And that's it. That's it. No running to go get a gun. No running and get a knife, a baseball bat. None of that. You lost, you lost. You won, you won. So in the black spades, in the creation of it, that's an insult. That was an insult. For you to be fighting someone and someone had to help you by jumping in. It's an insult. So that's why we know that in the creation of the black spades, nah, everybody wasn't just joining. They wasn't just okay, I'm in. No. And that's real. That's 100% real. So all the people say, oh no, that did this, that. No, that's real. If you wasn't there, you don't know. All you know is what people told you. I'm here to tell you everybody just wasn't joining in the black spades. Now, on the other hand, with Zulus, Bambaataa had this philosophy that everybody could join. That was his thing. That wasn't a black spades thing. So to put the two together, and someone even said that no, the black spades changed from the black spades to Zulu. No. That's not it. That is not it. So go, all of those people, big people and all of that, they run and go tell you, yeah, oh, I know I did my history and I did my research and all of that. No. The black spades did not turn into the Zulu nation. That's it. Now, one of the things that really hurts me, and I say hurt because what kind of person, what kind of a person is going to stand on the side and see something bad happen and turn a blind eye? I can't deal with it. I can't deal with that type of a person. That has to come from inside. if I see you doing something, especially to a child or a female or somebody's elderly mother or father, grandmother, grandfather, aunt, uncle, and I see you doing something, I keep it 100. I don't care how big you are, whatever. Whatever I need to put you down, that's what's going down. That's what's going down. If I got to get on demon time to stop it from happening, that's what's going down. I'm going on demon time. And that's just it, because that's me. That's what I grew up on. You don't watch nobody doing no dirt, especially like that. Now, you see somebody robbing something, turn a blind eye. Keep it real. You see somebody doing something, the person needs to get it done, go ahead. But not no kids. Not no kids. I'm down with all I used to be down with all the bad stuff. Yeah, I did a lot of dirt in my lifetime. Sure did. But there's such thing as crossing the line. There's such thing as crossing the line. How are you going to cross the line and not say something? Not dare to say, yo, what you doing? And then keep it going? Nah. So that's what this message is about. It's about, okay, so now what we going to do? What we going to do now? Bambaataa ain't here to defend itself. Bambaataa ain't here to change stuff. Bambaataa ain't here. And I got to make a correction. The correction that I made on Lord Jamar's podcast was that I said that he didn't even defend himself. But then I watched Star, and Star showed an interview with Lisa Evans where he denied it. He denied it. Y'all go look. You go check on Star or check Lisa Evans. And he denied it. But knowing me, how I am, it would have been a little bit more of a denial than that. Especially if I didn't do it. If I didn't do something, and that's why I get so mad now. I get mad at everybody to accuse me of doing something and I didn't do it. No. That's fire with me. And that's just real. I'm just keeping it 100, 150, 200. If you blame me for doing something and I didn't do it, yo, by the end of that conversation, you gonna know I ain't do it. I ain't do it. Point blank, period. So that's why I just didn't understand. I didn't understand where that was coming from. Not saying, yo, are you stupid? What, are you crazy? And then I heard and saw with my own eyes was when Bambaataa said that he didn't know Bee Stinger. Now, I was in Jazzy J's, there was time when I was at Jazzy J's studios, both Blondell and Allerton Avenue, every day. Every single day. Like, I was there every single day for everybody. Like, everybody. And Bee Stinger, even till the day, Bee Stinger knows he was the gopher. Go get me this. Go get me some, back then, Phillies. It wasn't even Dutch Masters. It was Phillies. Go get me some bamboo. Go get me a pastrami sandwich. Go get me this. So there was times when Bee Stinger was in that office every day. And Bambaataa would come to Jazzy J's studio, both of them. So there's nothing that you could ever tell me that he didn't know Bee Stinger. That's just crazy. That's crazy. Like that, to me, that's crazy. So when I heard that made me think, like, hold up. If you lying about not knowing Bee Stinger, especially at these critical times, then what's up? And that's a fact. That's a fact. There's many people you could ask when I was there. Jazzy, Rock, you could ask Craig, you could ask just everybody that knows that Bee Stinger was right there when Bam came. So that lie wasn't called for. Now, if he had said this, I might have been a little bit more different. If he had said, yo, I don't know what Bee Stinger talking about. That nigga lying. You know Bee Stinger is a little off, a little whatever. Then I would have seen a little bit. I would have seen a little bit of that. You know, I would have been like, well, maybe now. Now it's a maybe. But to downright say, I don't even know who Bee Stinger is, nah. That got me. And that's real. And then, one thing, like I said, and I'm not going to, keep on talking about what he did or what he didn't do. My main concern is, first of all, these people, these victims have to hold that for the rest of their lives. No matter what therapy, no matter what happens, they have to hold that for the rest of their lives. So what can we do to help them? What can we do to ease a little bit of their pain? Yo, man, like I said, when I watched that video of Hassan, yo, I just wanted to be like, yo, man, yo, I'm sorry that I wasn't there because I'm older than you. I feel like, wow. And so, everybody could talk about that they knew that he was this way and that. But listen, there's a difference from being gay. There's a difference from being gay than being a predator, a child predator. There's a big difference. So for people to say that they knew this was going on, in my opinion, they just as guilty. you're just as guilty. How can you see a kid going into a place where harm is going to come to him? That's what people are not thinking right now. People not thinking. You hold up. That's just like right now. When they say human trafficking, you mean to tell me if you know that this person is going to be trafficked and you standing there watching them get put into the van, and you not going to try your best? At least if you feel like you can't do nothing, scream, ah, help, look what's going on, da, 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 da. Look, this is what's happening, this is what's happening, help. And that's just pure facts. So you're going to see someone take a young child or be in a room with a young child after knowing things is going on. Yo, this is not what hip hop is about, and that's what this is all about. This is not what hip hop was created for. Hip hop was created by kids that just wanted to be known, wanted to get their point across, wanted to dance, wanted to love music, wanted to fellowship. That's what hip hop was all about. So now the hip hop is at its peak, or whatever you want to call it. Everybody wants to be down now. Everybody wants a piece of it. Everybody wants to say what they did, where they was at. Yeah? Okay. What happens? What goes with that? What goes with that? So I've noticed a lot of people that were saying that they did this and they were saying that they did that have to be hurting. They gotta be hurting inside. Because that's just like a male or a female that builds a relationship with someone that everything is a lie. That's the person that they think that they're with, that they're loving, ain't even you. I watch these trolls, or whatever you want to call it, and every single day, this is how they have to live. What is FaZe doing today? What can I do to make FaZe look bad? What can I say or text or comment on that make FaZe look bad? This is every single day. Anything that I get on, any podcast, any interview, anything I get on, they're sitting back saying, I'm going to say this about FaZe. I'm going to say this because this might throw his name, make his name bad. This might make people not believe him. So that's your life. That's your life. Imagine laying in your bed and getting a notification that phase is on, and you jump up. Oh my God, phase is on. I gotta say something. I gotta say something bad. Oh, imagine living that kind of a life. You might be making love to your woman, or you the woman making love to your man. And the bing notification goes on. Phase is on. Oh, wait, stop. Oh, wait a minute. I got to run and go do this. What kind of life is that? And this is real. This really happens. So you got to get into people's minds and say, yo, we live in a sick, sick world. We live in a sick, sick world. There's no coming back from that sickness, because you already laid out the line of your sickness. And there's a lot of people that are sick. They're so sick, and they wake up every day thinking about how they could do something that is sick, how they could put out their sickness to touch other people. That's got to stop. When is it going to stop? Just like I said. So now you got people, historians or whatever you want to call them, saying that Zulu Nation came from the spades. So now imagine all the spades, the real spades that are saying, yo, we never turned into something else. We're still spades till today. You're a spade until you die. That's what I was raised. That's what I was taught. You're a spade till you die. So imagine saying that you went from a spade and now you just Zulu. So what happened to the spade? What happened to the oath you made to the spades? What happened to what happened to it? Is it just for clout? Are you just going from one place to the other because this place has more juice? Is that what it's all about? You joined it because this one has more people, this one has more clout, and then you look at it. You look at the loyalty. What happened to the loyalty? So you mean to tell me that, like I always use, the Knicks, if the Knicks is rocking and they winning, then you a Knicks fan? But as soon as the Lakers go and start having a good old winning streak, now you're a Lakers fan? And how many people in this industry do that and jump on the bandwagon? So now remember, They already got it twisted and said that these were the three fathers: Bambaataa, Flash, and Herc. That's all was said. There was Bambaataa, Flash, and Herc. These were the fathers of hip hop. Now, all those trolls, before the story started getting out and spreading, before Michael Wayne TV and the Culture Since 71 and DJ Faze, Cool DJ Faze channel, that was going on. That was going on. And those trolls, while that was going on, that was the thing to say. But now that the story is coming out, the truth, the real fathers, the real creators is coming out. Now all that they was talking makes no sense. So they slowly switching it to something else. They slowly switching it. But I said that from the jump. I said that from the jump. Watch how many people's going to turncoat and going to go ahead and be the house slave. The house slave. Yes, a massa. And then because, I guarantee you, they're going to say, oh, the Faze did this, say that. Well, I guarantee it. Because that's the only way that they get recognition. That's the only way that somebody even reads their name, says their name. And that's sick. That's sick. And the people that are riding with these sick people, you might as well say you sick with them. Point blank, period. So, in this, I said it way before anything happened. I said it. I said that no, the black spades did not turn into Zulu Nation. I said it before. When the black spades were created, there were no Puerto Ricans. There were no Jamaicans. There were no pink people. So y'all can get mad all you want. I'm telling it like it is. In Zulu Nation, there was Jamaican, there was Chinese, there was pink people, there was Puerto Rican, there was Dominican, there was Mexican. There was anybody wanted to join could join. And in a couple of events, as long as you had that $2 or $1 dues, you could join anytime you wanted to. And that's just not so with the black spades. And that's just keeping it 100. That's keeping it real, like you say. That's bringing the receipts. Okay? I'm the receipt. I know for a fact what's good. Everybody give a thumbs up to Riri's birthday. It was yesterday. Give a thumbs up. Say happy birthday to Riri, my moderator. Much love, nothing but love. So, wasn't going to get on here and be a long time, but I had to say, now look, okay, now look. I'm gonna answer this, because I'm not answering everybody. I'm not putting everybody's stuff on there. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not monetized, and I don't have a super chat and all that, but I'm going to put this up here. All right. It says, are you saying there were no Puerto Ricans in the black spades? All right. So, if you were listening, questionnaire, I said, in the creation of the black spades, there were no Puerto Ricans. Say it again. Ask them. Go talk to David. Go talk to Guru. And ask them. When they created the black spades, were there any Puerto Ricans? So you can ask that question all you want to and say, oh, Faye said there was no Puerto Ricans in the black spades, all you want to. All you do is making yourself look stupid, because we already said in the creation. We're not talking about later down the line. So acting all like, I act phase. That's just like the dummy, and that's right, I said it, the dummy that said, well, why is Disco King and Disco King Mario's name then? If you could hear, if you could know, if you could see, we gave you the answer. We told you what Disco King meant. So, yeah, I said it. In the creation of the black spades, there were no Puerto Ricans. Point blank, period. So go ahead, go take you got your answer. So now you got your answer. I said it. So run off and go tell that. Shoot, man. They just comical. They comical. They comical. They trolls. They want to run off and say, oh, Faye said this, oh, Faye said that. You wouldn't have to ask the question if you was there, if you knew. You wouldn't have to ask the question. You don't know. Yo, yes, because I'm tired of these trolls, yo. These trolls are this waste. This a waste of people. How could you be like that and live? Like, how could you live in a world like that's? How could you be yourself if that's what you are? A troll. Jumping on the bandwagon, and now something you don't even know. Like you can't be. That's why we were the creators, and you wasn't, because you can't even create on your own. You got to do something that somebody else do. You got to take what somebody else's creation and claim it. Say you did that. How you can live with yourself? How you can live with yourself? And that's the same thing. All these people jumping on talking about, oh, we did this. You ain't did nothing. Ain't did shit. But you're going to watch somebody create something, do whatever, and say, oh, yeah, I did that. I'm this, I'm that. Nah, man. No. I got to take some comments, I said it, and I said it before, and I'm telling you guys, listen, I'm not monetized. So when you see me not getting on and not spitting the shit, is because I only see one or two people that say, yo, Faze deserve to get here. Here's my little whatever, ones and twos, whatever. And every time that I go back and I look and I don't see nothing, I be, yo, fuck them. I'm not getting back on. I'm not giving them no more information. Let them get it on their own. Let them get the wrong information, like they've been getting for all of these years. The wrong information. Just proved it. Zulu Nation came out of the black spades. Bam was the leader of the black spades. Who said that? He was the leader. And he's the one that stopped all the gangs and said, no, we're going to form the Zulu Nation. Listen to that. How long did that go on? And look, just imagine. So the black space just said, okay, whoa, we're going to stop. We're going to stop doing what we're doing, and we're going to be Zulus. Come on, man, it don't even sound right. And yes, I don't never even talk about her or whatever, but come on, man. Come on. Y'all let a fake flyer say that that's the creation of hip-hop? And the merry-go-round is this, and the sound system is this, and he's the leader, and he's the creator of hip-hop? One person? So he did everything. He started everything. Man. Yo, I got it. Woo! Okay, welcome family, peace and chat. Please hit the like button, share this link, subscribe to the channel, and tap that bell to stay notified. Support this channel via Cash App, Faze Tracks, and also there's a PayPal. Put that up, Riri. Put the PayPal up. Okay. What's good? Gary Garage, what's up? Peace. Salute to you. I'm glad you tuned in, and I hope you got the notification. Make sure y'all get that notification. Hello, Faze. What's good? Opa Livey 739. Peace. Salute. Okay, of course we got China Black. Okay. China Black is in there. Hold on. I just switched to something. Hold on. Let me go back up. Oh, I see you guys in there. Okay. I see you guys in here. All right. China Black. Peace chat. China Black is always coming in strong. Always make sure she's in. Appreciate that. Definitely. Princess Nina is in the building. What's going on, Princess? If those who know why I call Nina the Princess, because that's Mario's daughter. So she's a princess. Okay. Okay. Always first class media, 5375, clear and concise. Peace. Glad you say that. Okay. I'm glad. We did that. I want to get to some questions now. Let's get to some questions. Okay. I agree with you, DJ Face, especially a grown man sharing his sexual trauma publicly. Men don't make up shit like this, neither do they talk about it. Exactly. Glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Because for this man, Hassan Campbell is a man. For him to get up publicly, and lie at the value of this crucial thing, that he would have to be some kind of sick, which I don't believe he is. I don't believe Hassan Campbell is sick at all. Man. Hey, peace to Toronto. It's still juice. B1 family from Toronto, peace. Okay, peace. And also, I just want people to know that when other channels put up the comments on the screen, those come with super chats. And each time they put a comment up, it's because they're getting paid. They're getting paid. I never did that. I never cared about that. But enough is enough. Enough is enough. Y'all don't want me to see, get right. You don't want me to be able to give you all the information. You don't want me to continue my little podcast. I know I'm just a little dude, just trying to be or tell my truth. But damn. Oh, wow. Yo, you know what? Thank you. It's Still Juice says, I should feel betrayed, not responsible. And that makes a lot of sense. How many of us feel betrayed? We feel betrayed because we know that we're trying to do what's right. And instead of people acknowledging and saying, yo, you're trying to do the right thing, they gotta down you. They gotta to make something bad. They gotta throw evil in there. And so, yes, that's just betrayal. For what? Oh. China Black says, same with females fighting back then. Yeah. I saw one of the things that said, yeah. And I remember females, they will go to fight and they put the Vaseline, they take the earrings off, they braid their hair, and all of that, and go outside and knuckle down. I remember that. Yup, China Black, you right. There wasn't no jumping. You ain't have to jump it, because after that female whipped that other one's ass, she the king, she the queen, she got her shit off. And that's it. They lived to fight another day. That's it. So you 100% right, China Black. Back in the day, them girls was getting it in. I can name a couple of them. They was getting it in. And boy, they put that shit on their face. Oh my God. Once the Vaseline got on their face and they pulled out their earring and they braid their hair. And the ones, they only had that little bit of rubber band with the hair sticking out of the top. She was going to bust somebody's ass. she was gonna whip somebody's ass, and that's 100% real. The one that had the little thing and the hair, ball right here, a little bit of hair right here, or she had the little ponytail thing in the back. Yo, she was gonna fight to the end, and that's another thing. Fight to the end. No fighting and then somebody got jumping. No, nah. So yes, China Black, you're 100% right on that. You're 100% right. Okay. Okay, look, Riri says, that was a lie because we all know he definitely knew Bee Stinger. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Bee Stinger used to be up in Allerton's studio, Allerton. And like I said, you want a pastrami sandwich? Yo, you know how many sessions we had? And, I used to, Bee Stinger could tell you this. Bee Stinger would tell you this. That yes, FaZe used to say, yo, go get me this sandwich or whatever. And then he'll come back. As soon as he get back, yo, you forgot this or whatever. You got to go back. And I did that a lot, just to fuck with him. And I knew Bambaataa was there. Like he there's no way he could not know him. You see what I'm saying? So that's just, for him to say that lie, that's what's the confusing part. Like, why? Why lie about that? Like I said, I'm not going to talk about what he did and all of that stuff. He's gone now. So I'm not going to, talk about that. Bam used to throw downtown clubs like Danceteria with underage Hispanic breakers. Then he got signed and went on tour, hotel hopping through Europe with minors. Now, just think about it. Just think about it, right? Imagine if these were your minors. These were your kids. You see? These were your kids. It's, hey, Pied Piper, come on. And that's what oh man, Paul Roberts, I salute you. And yes, Mina says, when Bam took hip-hop downtown to the Mud Club known for punk rock music playing, I think he exposed himself to the alternative lifestyles. If you know what I mean, the music industry has a dark side. Does it? It's not uncommon for a lot. They talk about the Epstein files. Man, if everything was documented the way that I guess it should have been documented, it shouldn't have been. So there shouldn't have been nothing to document. But, even Hassan Campbell talks about this book, that he saw. And imagine, looking through this book and then coming across someone that you knew in this book. Whoo! That's why I'm glad I didn't see the book. I'm glad I didn't see the book or know anything about the book, because imagine that. But then again, that's one thing that I must say, that I'd rather racists come straight out and tell me that they're racist and that they don't like me, than being my friend and stabbing me in my back. Straight up. I would rather, and that's why it looks like the KKK was doing what they did under sheets, because they probably, and this is my opinion, were right up in people's faces acting like they were good. And that's just like religions. There's a lot of religion that act like they good and turn right back around and do that idiot shit, that devil shit, that evil shit. So, hey, I tell you straight up, man. Yeah. Knowing that book and seeing that, man, that would have been a eye opener. And I hope Hassan exposes it. What he said. I hope he exposes the names and say the names. Say, yo, I saw this dude doing this. I saw this dude doing this. I saw this. I hope he do that. I hope he do that. For real. Man. Okay, I got a lot of people in here. Patrick Young, what's up? JD's in here. Think Tank. Okay, here's this guy goes. Okay. I just thought of. I have a serious question. Can you tell me where he said he didn't know Ron Savage? Look it up. You do research. Do your research. Okay. All right. I'm tuning it in. I'm getting it because it's too much. There's too much for me to do this. So, like I said, I throw some of the people's up there. But like I said, listen. There's a lot of stuff I want to tell you guys. There's a lot of stuff that I want to say, that's in my book, and I want to tell you guys. But I'm not. I am not. Until I see that Cash App or that PayPal clocking, doing something, nah, y'all not going to see fades. And that's just it. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it 100. And I'm sorry for those ones that do contribute and donate. I'm sorry for those people, because those are the people that makes it good. Those are the people that makes it make sense. And those are the people that do it. And so I feel bad saying that, okay, I'm not going on. And I have those people that did contribute, that did donate. I feel bad. But you guys and that's another thing. So I looked. The people don't know. On YouTube, you can look, and it has a list of the people who subscribe. It has a list of people that subscribe. So if you come in and you getting all the knowledge and you getting all of this and you ain't even subscribed, come on. You don't donate, you don't do nothing. You just sit there. Nah. It ain't worth it to me. It ain't worth it. So, oh God, look, there's a whole bunch of people in here talking too. It's going back and forth. Woo, I see this. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, Think Tank says, Faze, I would like to help you grow your channel and get monetized, then get channel members. Are you interested? I'll do it for free. Wow. Well, yes, you gotta we'll hit the link. We'll hit the link, and yeah, we'll be interested. And like I said, you don't have to worry about doing anything for me for free. I'm totally not like that. I don't need for people to do things for free or whatever. No. I don't. I pay you for your service. If you do something, I pay you for your service. And that's what it is. That's just what it is with me. All right, so peace, everybody. Like I said, we'll know. And like I said, oh my God, there's something that I want to tell you guys. Oh man, it's going to bust some stuff wide open. It's going to bust some stuff wide open. When I say it's going to bust some stuff wide open, it's going to bust some stuff wide open. But we'll see after this session. This session is going to see. All right? Love you guys. That's what it is. It does what it does.